How do we feel about horror movies? Personally, they scare the mess out of me. From the tingly feeling in my stomach to the paranoid looking behind my back, thinking every innocent item is some sort of nefarious creature. But I keep finding myself going back for some reason. Many people disregard horror because of their own preconceived notions. I think it is an avenue to explore our anxieties about ourselves and the world around us. And I think it's important to be able to view it as a vehicle to explore the human psyche. So I originally presented this to my horror film class final to explore set design on how a specific film made me feel. And so there are a few baseline terms that we should cover first so we are on the same page. First of all, analog horror. It's a newer, specific subgenre of horror, came from found footage movies. If you've ever seen the Blair Witch Project, it's that same exact kind of vibe. It's the same exact kind of vibe, and an analog horror film, it truly feels like it came from like an analog television. It's very grainy, the VHS, like it feels like I'm looking through a VHS camcorder from the 90s. And it's also mostly often beyond our own comprehension. Many things are very vague, so you're left to your own imagination and things may not, if you live in your own imagination, so it feels very vague. The second film and the movie that's being featured today is Skinamarink. Some may be familiar with the song from the children's song tune with the same name. I will not be singing that on stage today, but it did come out in 2022. You can watch it on streaming services. The plot consists of two small children, about 4 and 6 years old, wake up, find out their father is gone, and the windows and doors to their home have disappeared. So I wanted to recreate a diorama from that specific scene from Skinamarink that really showed and set up that set design and the horror of the concept of being a child. So that means having no autonomy, and being captive to whatever adult happens to be there, no matter how that may look. And so what happens when the people that are supposed to be there for you aren't there anymore? And what happens when the people that are supposed to take care of you hurt you? And explores these deep fears of childhood abandonment and nightmares that we had as a child. And when I watched the film, it generally sent me right back to childhood nightmares that I had, where I would wake up in the middle of the night and feel like I was alone and very scared. And so I recreated this diorama using popsicle sticks, air dry clay, there is acrylic paint, and there's a small light inside the television to recreate the flickering of cartoons over like a cheery sofa and cute children's items. When I shared this diorama with my class, I honestly did not expect to hear the stories and comments that I did. Many people shared how it felt like they were watching and in their feelings of their own childhood nightmares, and how it felt that they were sharing their own stories of their own feelings of like being abandoned as a child. It reminded many people of being carried back to their bed when they fell asleep on the sofa when they were a child. And so it created this juxtaposition in the set design and the movie, because you're viewing very cute, cheerful, childish items, but that juxtaposition between those cute items and the pit of dread that you slowly but surely feel building in the pit of your stomach, it breaks that mold of traditionally scary, but still packs that punch. And so that's why I wanted to share this perspective with others, because once I heard everyone in my class share those items, it really showed how important it was to be able to share and express different views and perspectives of others, because as we talked about it, we really realized how similar we actually were on the inside. I think horror film is a very worthwhile art form that allows us to be able to view the human psyche and be able to view ourselves and our anxieties about the world around us. Horrors about the film around us. I created using the air dry clay and the acrylic paint, but I think that it was very worthwhile to be able to share and hear perspectives of others, and that I really would like everyone to be able to give horror film a chance so you can explore those deep anxieties about the horrors and the stuff and the nightmares that we buried deep when we became adults. And then so with that, I really encourage everyone to give horror film a chance. Thank you.